of sky so pale, we climbed the wind, we bore the gale. Shira's fire now sleeps in stone, a warrior soul gone to the bone. Oh, the snow remembers names carved in blood and battle flames. It keeps them cold, but never lost. We pay the season's bitter cost. Shield of tempered will, Griff with fire, the beast to still. Willow root and rising green, and I who loved one never seen. Braggy fell with blade in hand, no cry, no song, no wedding band, but in my womb a flame yet glows, a ghost of spring beneath the snows. Oh, the snow remembers names of warriors lost to winter's games. We burn our dead, we guard the wall. The cold will try to take us all.
Alrighty, it is time that we come into our fun. Last week, Fallen of Bragi the Bard and the Song of Mildrith that we got to hear lost her love as our heroes, wanting to do the best to keep everything of the village moving and safe, ventured into the Whispering Wood the Sheltering Wood in order to make alliance with the elves, which they requested official help in order to make this a possibility, finding a strange corruption that they've put back to the former prison of a wraith, remembering the one that had come and murdered, but now just a tear seems to have been left. It has to be taken care of, and our heroes came to do just that. The mighty Hairsares of Glan Regval. So we will jump in. Let me actually... any questions before we do? Hist in here. Perfect. Ooh, very fun. So that means actually Hist is going to go first. And that'll be Griff.
Okay. Since we did... So I want to check how big a fireball would be.
Nice.
There's the shape tool. Oh, that would be the entire room. Okay. So I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Melf's Minute Meteors. And fling 2 of them at one of the at the Shadow Horror.
You got it.
I mean, that's at 4th level, so I get 4 around me.
Okay.
I need 2 Dex 17 saves.
So first one, 4.
That'll be 11 fire damage.
Second is 15.
That'll also fail for 4 fire damage.
Nice.
And that'll be it.
Very good. Then we'll go to Griff.
Okie dokie. So my thing is out. Blah, 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 blah. What do I have left? Where are my spell slots? Thank you, Paige. I am going to healing word myself.
Nice.
And then I am going to attack I think this is A. The horror flit hunter A. It's right next to me. Actually, no, I'm gonna do C because Assault's on the other side and I'll get advantage.
There we go. Brandishing the sword.
For 26. That would have been a critical success in a different world. Because it was both 18.
Woo.
For 9 bludgeoning. And I forget that I have 2 attacks now. For a natural 20.
There we go. Wanted to give you the crit.
So 9 plus 9, 18.
How do you want to kill it?
Oh, okay. The first strike kind of like knocks its like smoky head to the side. It turns, and then Griff smashes it down into the ground where it kind of dissipates.
Nice.
And that is it for me.
All right. We've got A here. It's going to go ahead and flank. So A and B will attack Griff.
AC is 21.
Nice. Here we go.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Okay. So first one misses. And then... Actually, this is just the first one gets advantage. So 22 to hit.
Uh-huh.
That is 9 piercing damage. This is actually the other one. 21 to hit. That is right.
Meets it.
Yep. 10 piercing damage.
I heal
And
myself.
biting again, only for 17. So they go tearing into Griff's armor, biting in deep. And with that, go to the breeders. Okay. Yeah, this one's going to go ahead and attack Griff 19 for a miss. As it opens its various mouths and tries again. For 17. There we go. Here. I think there was a hunter's mark on this one, I believe, or something like that. I don't remember.
Which one?
The one that's the red hunter bee?
No, the red one is not Hunter's Mark.
Okay.
They just cannot move without using a action to, or one of their attacks to end the effect on them this turn. Otherwise,
Okay.
they can't really.
Okay,
I'll
so-
read the thing to you.
So they can attack you, in other words.
Okay, here it is. Until the end of their next turn, their speed is 0, and the effect ends if they replace one of their attacks with freeing themselves. That's all.
All right. So with their mouth trying to bite into Willow, getting some healthy bark in their diet. Natural 1. And 15.
Miss.
Very good. Then down here is difficult terrain.
Correct.
All right. So, all right, so we go. Yeah, 10, 20, and they're at asphalt. So go ahead and make use of that. Attacking asphalt. Here we go. Only 11.
Miss me.
And then 18.
Oh, that hits me.
All right. Watch out, asphalt! That is 9 piercing damage. The final hit.
I will use my reaction. To heal. Who looks the most hurt? Of my friends.
Possibly me or his. Well, didn't his get to heal?
Yeah, I would get to heal, so I'm fine.
Okay, well, whoever is the most hurt gets 6 hit points back.
I think it's me because I have 19.
Have it.
Alright, and this one, Shadow Horror vanishes into shadow and appears right next to Hist.
Yep.
You see within the shadows and cloth a horrible maw. As it comes down. 24, 12. Missed. And then a 23.
Shield.
You got it.
Oh wait, does that work? Because that only has 5. No, that won't work. Never mind. That'll still hit.
Okay. Then 13.
That'll miss.
All right. The claw gets in deep. 15 slashing damage. As pieces of your body are ripped out of your chest. I need a wisdom saving throw.
All right. Not good. 9.
All right. You are frightened of the horror until the end of your next turn. And we go to Willow.
Hello. Okay. So looking here, I'm going to. Okay, I'm gonna summon the earth here and sprout out some carnivorous little plants to become my carnivorous little garden. So let's see here. It's going to be 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, still have within, 60 feet. Good. Okay. So it says I can put these 4 guys anywhere within 60 feet in their own little block. So I don't really have a thing for this. So I'm just going to use a body taker plant for now. Wait, no, that's huge. I can't use that. Is there a flower on here? Yeah. Well, yeah, we'll use these fronds. 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll put one here. I'll put one right about here. I'll put one here. And I'll put one right about here. Okay, so each of them gets an attack on their turn, which is now. So the first one, I'm just going to do these. I'm going to number them later, but we'll do the one next to the shadow first. And he rolls a 27.
Nice.
That's 9 piercing. The next one will be the next one to the right. That one rolls a 14.
That'll miss.
All right. Next one to the right is a 18. I assume that
hits. Yep.
And that's 11 piercing, and then the last one, of course, is 24 to hit, and that is 13 piercing.
Nice.
All right. So that'll be my action there, and my bonus action, of course, I'm just going to put back on the breeder B. The same thing as before. He'll take his 4 cold damage, and he will remain restrained. And now I'm going to number these guys. So that's my turn.
And Bjorg.
Okay, gonna spend 5 more maneuver points and use Griff as my center point. So all of these, whatever they are up here, need to make a DC 17 Dex save.
Okay. Cool. So the 5 of those up there?
Yes.
Perfect. All right, so let me start over here. My breeders. And what effect are you doing?
Hail of Needles.
Okay, so give me the damage so I can do this as I go through.
So if they fail, they take 35. If they pass, they take half. So 17.
What was the DC?
17.
Okay. So it fails. Taking 35. Then 17. Last one. Oh, so 35. Okay, so that's these folks. And then all right, they take 17 damage. Then This other small one perishes.
Yes.
However,
And
Oh.
Matt, the blue areas on there are all difficult terrain for everyone.
okay. Good. All right. In that case, the three there are bloodied, and as they, the large creatures, the breeders, as they kind of fall and open and begin regurgitate, like almost throwing up, regurgitating, as more of the hunters swarm out of them.
Eewee.
Yummy.
Oh no! That's so many.
We should all back away and let Hiss do a fireball.
Yeah,
That's
these
gonna be
folks.
hilarious. All my plants are about to erupt.
Indeed. All right, boom. And then, so these are all. Let's see here. Yes, and then they go up down here. All right, there we go. So, anything else, Bjorg?
No, that'll be it.
Got it. Asphalt, wake up! We have to get going.
God, you're so right. Do we know anything about, like mechanically about these things from last week at all? Like, is there any type of damage that we know that they don't take or anything like that?
I don't
We
think you
learned that.
found anything.
All right. Well, we're gonna do a. Okay, hold on. Let me measure this out. Bonus action. I'm gonna call little bits of rocks and stuff come from the floor and surround me to make my armor, and then action. Matt, you tell me how many of these guys I can get in this circle.
Okay.
Am I getting these two hunters, Jay, and whatever that one is at the top?
You're not getting Jay.
Okay, so then
You
I'll do
are-
this.
Okay, yeah.
Okay.
The wood gets, yeah. You got a lot of them, but not.
They need to make a con save.
Got it. So, as far as the hunters, I'm going to do one con save representative. So let's see what happens. 6. So they all
Ooh.
fail.
They all take 15 necrotic damage
Okay.
as I wither and bloom. At 4th level, I did.
Nice.
And somebody, let's say, ooh, Bjorg, were you looking hurt?
Yeah, I'm down to about half.
Okay, so then, Griff, you can roll a hit die and add 4 HP back to you, if you want.
I would love to.
And that's it for my turn.
You said D4?
Your one of your hit die plus
One
a
of my
flat
hit die.
roll.
One of my hit die. Duh.
All right.
Oh, it's Max, thank you.
So it's add 4, so 12.
There we go. Split Hunter A perishes.
Nice. Get out of here.
Very good. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
Hist.
All right. I'm really debating fireballing at this point.
Hey, sometimes everyone's got to burn for the greater good.
Okay, I'm gonna do it. That's all I'm gonna do. I'm gonna cast Fireball as my action, which will be
Yeah, definitely make sure you get all my plants in there. Hist.
I could do that.
No, you do what you want to do. I'm just making a joke.
I'm gonna
Alright.
do that.
That gets, I think, everything but Horfoot Hunter B.
Mm-hmm.
Very good. And everyone. So everyone's taken from this.
Yay. That's a deck 17 save.
So DC 17 Dex and roll that damage.
28.
28. Okay.
I'm using my advantage.
I don't think
I'm using evasion.
a rooted plant can't do a deck save, can it?
I mean, if it has a Dex stat, it does.
I'm glad that I used my advantage because I would have failed.
Okay. Shadowhor is bloodied. Okay. Remind me of that damage again.
28.
Alright. And the little hunters to save. Alright, fire burns, injuring them all, though they do try to get out of the flames. But a lot of damage went around that one.
How does Willow look health wise?
Hold on one second. I think I'm okay. I don't see any deck saves, so I'm assuming it's going to auto fail. So that will pretty much kill all the carnivorous plants because they're all vulnerable to fire.
You got it.
Where the other one was. Okay. All right. Willow is she is right under half, I guess.
Okay. Griff, you get 17 HP back with my reaction.
Okay. And how much was the damage Hist from the fireball? Halved? Or just tell me how much it was.
It was 28 total.
28, okay. And 5 by 2 is 14.
Sorry, my headphones just died if I missed anything.
It's okay. Robin told me the numbers.
Yeah, we got all the numbers. Hist, is that your turn?
No, I'm gonna bonus action shoot 2 of the meteors at the shadow horror.
Nice. Dex save of 6 and 21.
That'll be 9 for the first one, and
And this is
3.
fire.
Yeah. And
9 and what?
then 3 halved to, I can't
1.
remember if it's up or down. Yeah, 1.
Got it. 10 damage. All right, it's a little fading.
And that's it.
Okay. And Griff.
Okie dokie. Well, I only have 2 more chances with this, but I'm gonna do it. I'm going to fire up Spirit Guardians.
Let's
But at
go.
4th level, because that's what I got. So in my 15-foot emanation, they gotta make a Wisdom 17 saving throw.
Let's put that on there.
Or take 22 radiant damage.
Okay. Very good. So let's see how that occurs that you're casting. Yeah, we'll start the breeder. That's fine. We'll do the breeders as wisdom. Oh, wisdom's what I meant to do, but it's going to fail anyway. So, how much damage you said?
Fails 22 damage.
Too nice. All right. So that obliterates B. And takes care of C. Now. Do a dex save for these folks. That's a dirty 20. That beats your DC, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
And so what was the damage?
22, so they
So
take 11.
Perfect. C takes 11. Then F takes 11. G. H. I. And J. Again, very damaged, but still up. Anything else?
That only works if I hit a hostile creature, so I can't do that. Let me just double check my whatchamacallits maneuvers. Action, bonus action. Yeah. Yes, that'll be it.
Very nice. Once its dying breath, more or less, it's going to go ahead, this horror one, and go to attack. Okay, first one, 19, 13, and 9.
Hoo-hoo.
All misses, and it ends its turn being consumed by your spirits. The shadow. Well. This. Okay. At that point, shadows come out of everywhere, out of the ground, your own shadows, and begin to lash out at all of you. Any dexterity saving throws. Opens its eyes, glow red.
Oof. Oh, that's a 13, not a 3. Ho ho ho.
All right, this is a
22.
DC 16. And a fail takes 22 necrotic.
Half on success.
That's 0 on success.
Oh,
Oh.
sick.
$22.
Saves. Is everybody getting out of it?
I saved.
I saved.
All right.
I also saved.
I did as well.
Very nice. You all avoid lashing tendrils. And then it's Willow's turn.
The Shadow Horror, is he flying?
No.
Okay. So, what I will do, let's look at. Oh dear. Okay. Oh jeez. I guess. Well, looking at the playing field here, because, yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna look at the horror and shadow horror, that is, and let's try something silly. I'm going to try to use my magics in the earth and cause the earth around them to form and begin to ripple a bit. And it's going to require a dexterity save. And,
Which
yeah.
one's here?
It says a target, so
Okay.
one target, I'm assuming.
So that's a
And
sword.
the shadow horror, yeah. Which let me make sure. I think he's within 60 feet.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
So dex save is a
Yeah.
5.
Okay, so he is going to find himself being smacked, kind of grabbed and smacked, and he takes 2d8 bludgeoning real quick, and then he will, unless he's immune. Well, let me roll the damage first. Put my thing here. 2d8. Okay, well, not on there. I'm just gonna roll it. 2d8 bludgeoning. That is 14 bludgeoning, and
Nice.
it will knock him prone unless, of course, he's somehow
yeah.
immune to that.
He gets
Okay.
knocked prone.
Yay! All right, and then bonus action. I am going. Yeah, let's do it. So the guy. No, let's not do it. That would be stupid. I'm going to stop right there. That'll be my turn.
All right. Then all right, my hunters. Let's see this one. B. That's my hist. Goes to bite. That's a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
And then a natural 20.
That'll also definitely hit.
So first one is 10 piercing damage. And then the second is 11 piercing damage.
21 total. Got it.
Then we'll go here. I think just want to move the space to get a little bit of flanking here on asphalt. Very hard, very swarming. All this damage has driven them mad. Asphalt, that is 21 to hit.
Hits.
And 25 to hit.
Hits.
So 7 and 11 for a total of 18.
Okay.
We'll go to D here. It also has the flank on Hist. $22 to hit.
I'm gonna shield that one.
Got it. And 21, so that gets eaten by the shield. And then E, that also has a flank. Got a dirty 20 for a miss. 15 for a miss. Oops, so I got. Go here to F. See, it's not near anyone, so it will take its opportunity to wee. And attack. Hist. 8. Misses, and 18 will miss. Hey, I was only. So I guess it was just G here. Yeah. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Just call this one. Okay. So what actually happened was this one went over here. But this one died at the end of its turn. Then we'll over at G now. That will bite at Griff. $14 and a dirty 20.
Nope.
Okay, effectively blocking, and it's low enough to the end of the turn. It will be destroyed. Then got eye here. We'll go ahead and bite at Bjorg. It's a miss for 7 and 15.
Miss.
All right, can roll damage. Griff for this.
Rolling, rolling, rolling. Come on. Roll down. On 21.
Okay, that's enough to kill it. And we'll go to H. We'll get an attack. Force 1 at Willow is 22 to hit.
That hits.
And a 25.
That also hits.
11 piercing and 8 piercing.
Okay.
And then does it save? And is obliterated at the end of the turn. And Jay will go for Asphalt. $22.
Hits.
An 11 for a miss. So 11 piercing damage. And some save. 15 fails, I believe. And how does it destroy all of these? Griff?
The wisps just kind of like swirl around, and they keep buffering all of the creatures, and one by one, like the wisps like ignite upon like their the surfaces of them, and they all scream as they are enveloped by flame.
Nice. That is Bjorg's turn.
All right. So all these guys are dead. I'm going to move down and flank this one. And I am going to use my longbow. I have sharpshooter, so I don't get disadvantage. But I'm guessing a 13 doesn't hit.
That does not.
Right. That'll be my turn.
Right. Got it. Then Asphalt.
Oh, that changes things. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna do it again. I need doobity doobity doo. What do I need? I need a con save from all the baddies. As I wither and bloom. At 2nd level. No, 4th level.
Okay. Got it. So, con save?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, the Shadow Horror gets 15.
Fail.
Then my hunters will get 10.
Okay, everybody takes 11 necrotic damage.
Good.
And Bjorg, if you want to roll a hit die, you can, and add 4.
I would, but I think I'm still better off than Griff, so I'm okay with you giving it to Griff.
It has to be within the area of the thing.
Oh, okay. Then I will do that then.
And I'm gonna start moving with my pitiful walking speed right now. 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, we'll get, well, wait, where was I? 5, 10, 15, 12, I'll be here. And bonus action is Shillelagh, and that's it.
You got it. All right, another one bites the dust from that. Going up to Est.
All right. I am going to cast Thunderstep. I'm gonna need a con save from all the people around me.
All right, con save. Nice. So roll that damage for me.
19.
19. Okay. What's your DC? 17?
17.
All right. So that'll be 9 damage for it. My hunters. They do not make it. That is 19 for them. All right. They are very damaged, but still up.
All right. I'm gonna send a meteor at each of them, E and D.
Got it. E save is 10. D save is 8.
That'll be 3 on E and 5 on D.
Okay, E is destroyed. And D is destroyed.
God. That'll be it.
Got it. Then we'll go to Griff.
Oh, kiddly dokley. I am going to move over. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Hello, my friends.
All right, the Shadow Horror gets an 8 on their wisdom save. Roll that damage.
Another 21.
It's
radiant.
vulnerable to Radiant for 42.
Hoo-wee.
As it screams and will perish. And a 19 on the save for the Horror Flit. So that would be 10 Radiant. It is not vulnerable. It's burning. What would you like to do? That was your movement.
Yep, I would like to continue the movement so I could be next to it so I can attack it.
Yes.
For a dirty 20.
That hits.
And then, just so I have it in case, a 13.
How do you want to kill it?
Griff is going to raise his flail and just go smack, smack, whack, as it dissipates into smoke. Dead.
And with that, everything seems calm once more.
So, is that it? Or do we have to do something to the chair?
I think it's more than just the chair. I think it's the runic circles.
I think we'll have to destroy them.
That's my thought. Maybe we need to destroy those and do a cleansing of this place too.
Willow, can you just fuck them up with roots and stuff?
What do you mean?
Like the rune stones on the floor. Can you just eat them with the ground or something?
Can't you do that, Asphalt?
I'm asking Willow.
I do have something. Just want to see if it will work. Well, it might be a higher level. Wait, no, it won't. I could use my highest level. What's it called? I think it's called. I have so many plant spells. Let's see, is it Grasping Vine? New. There is one I can pull it into the earth, though. I'm just trying to find it. But I just don't know if it's a creature or not.
I don't even know if that would work. I was just kind of curious. Your whole shtick is really cool. I like your leaves.
Well, yes. Of course. The I'm sure I have something, but I just can't find it at the moment. But if someone else wants to try something, by all means.
Can I do an arcana check of some kind to try to read the ruins and understand what they're doing?
May I help?
Yeah, you can help. Arcana with advantage.
$19.
All right. So, what were you trying to figure out about the runes?
Just understand what they're doing exactly.
Okay. So looking at these have been added here, you can tell. Kind of taking over the last bits of corruption that were left and causing infestation. So someone had come here and particularly put these runes down. What they seem to be doing is drawing evil and shadow into the woods around, causing the natural order of nature to create these. Very specifically, any eggs that a creature would lay start to turn into these things, and then they become more. You're able to determine that these little horror flits, if they kill somebody, they can instantly use it to breed more of themselves, the corpses. This rot goes through.
And I did find my spell, but it's a creature I would have to use it on. Anyway, I'm not doing so well, so I'm going to heal myself.
Hiss, do you know how to turn them off?
Can I use identify, or do I just know a way I could disable them?
Or how to disable them?
Yes.
Let's see. Spending an hour, with enough Arcana, one could do it. Basically, trying to undo the magic, though every attempt would give a level of exhaustion.
Can Asphalt has the level 2 out of 3 maximum levels of rune carving feats for this campaign. If Asphalt helps, could Hist avoid the exhaustion?
Absolutely. So yeah, I would say definitely do that. So if you want to spend time here, Hist can go ahead and make an Arcana check.
Cool. Do I get advantage because of asphalt, or is it just to negate the?
I think the help here is negating the consequence. So
I got 17.
Okay, so with that, one will go down without issue. Go to the next.
13.
Ooh, that will fail. Give me 1 second. Griff, we will take away your little thingamadoozy.
My spirit guardians thing.
Yes. Summon up a shadow.
I can share my screen again.
2 hunters. Here, so let me see. Where's Hist? There's Hist. So we'll say you're on this one, and so it pops up here and here.
Would I be over there too?
Yeah, you'd be helping. Very good. And with that, we're going to say, Hist, that was essentially your turn to do the thing, and it'll be Willow's turn.
Okay. Was not expecting this. Let's see. I am going to use something here. I guess I could try this. Okay, choose a larger, smaller target. Okay, why not? Let's try it. It's a bonus action apparently. Oh no, it's bonus action on future turns. Okay. Okay. Yeah, let's try it. I'm going to take this opportunity to I'm going to look at the shadow, and I am going to, with my feet kind of rooted into the ground, they start to just kind of plummet in with different roots as they communicate with the soil, and it starts to cause the earth to tremor a little bit as this one little branch of roots starts to move and move and move toward the shadow, and then eventually erupts out of the shadow right beneath it. In fact,
Nice.
so actually, to do this, I need to move a little closer, I believe. So hold on. How close am I? 5, 10, 15, 20, 20. I'll just move right here. So it roots up, starts twisting around its feet, and it needs to give me a strength save.
You got it.
Please fail.
See what it does.
Oh no.
All right, so the Shadow Horror. Strength of 12.
Yay! Okay, so what did I just do? Okay, so the roots have now technically restrained the shadow, and it now will begin sinking into the ground since I found this spell just for you. And so another creature within 5 feet can attempt to free the target by using its action to make strength checks against my spell save. The target will have disadvantage on strength checks, and the spell ends early if the target is freed at the end of the target's turn. It sinks deeper into the ground. A small or smaller creature fully sinks into the ground. But it's not smaller, it's large. And large creature, here we go. For large creature, it fully sinks in 4 rounds.
Okay.
Okay. So that's that. That's my action. For my my bonus action, I am going to go ahead and no, I'm not going to do that. That would be stupid. So I'm just going to stay put. I'm going to stay put. That's what I'll do.
Got it. All right, so right now it has begun to go just that one target, right?
Yeah, it's just the one target. Like I said, the others can use their full action to try and free it by doing their saves, strength saves. If it's the target itself doing the strength save, then it's at disadvantage.
You got it. Okay. It sinks into the ground. This hunter will go to Hist. As it crawls on the ground, making 5 legs so it can turn very nicely. Going for its bite. 19 to hit, Hist.
Shield.
Okay, then a 9. We have the one by you, Asphalt. A 9. And a 24.
Ooh, that one hits.
All right, biting your thigh for 6. Some damage. Okay, so the spell makes it sink in the ground. That's what's restraining it?
Yeah, at the end of its turn, it will sink 5 more feet unless it can free itself.
You got it. Vanishing in shadows. It comes up next to you.
I don't like you. Because made me waste my biggest spell, my cool moment. Fine. All right, let's do it.
All right, it didn't do damage, right?
No, it didn't do anything.
All right. Though with that, it will open by letting the shadows lash out across the glade, So I need the dex save 16 from everybody. It's DC 16. A
Okay.
fail is 35 necrotic.
Jesus.
Glad I did not fail.
Evasion.
Nice. All right, so that's just asphalt for 35 necrotic.
Yeah, she's wheezing. She's barely hanging on.
Asphalt, you did not stretch before this.
Oh, I'm a little preoccupied.
Oh. And it will be its turn as it will go to Bjorg.
All right. Moving to flank this one with Griff.
Nice.
And going to swing at it with my short sword.
Oh, I'm sorry. This one wasn't supposed to go out.
Oh,
It was those two. I actually put an extra one. I apologize.
okay. Then I will move to flank this one with Willow.
Let's go.
All right. Ooh, for a natural 20
Nice.
for 15 points of piercing damage, plus an additional 16, 13, 29 sneak attack.
Nice.
And using the nicked action, swinging at it with my dagger. For a 25 to hit,
Yes.
for an additional 1 point of damage. And that will be my turn.
All right. Oh, a lot of damage all at once as we go to asphalt.
Bonus action, Shillelagh. And then I'm gonna swing with Cliffhanger.
Let's go.
28 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. 12 magical bludgeoning plus 8 thunder.
20 damage. All right. That's all right.
And that's it.
Then we'll go to Hist.
I use my bonus action to send the last 2 meteors I have at each of the horrors, or the hunters.
At the. You doing the horror flint hunters?
Yes, horror flint hunters.
Okay, so 2.
Yes, one from each of them.
1 each. Okay, so A here will. Oh, was I not paying attention? Oh, there it is. Gets an 11 and 21.
11 damage on the first one, 9 damage, have to 4 for the second.
Nice. A wee bit of damage. Very good. We'll go.
Then, for my action, I'm gonna cast, Scorching Ray, 1 on each of them again, and 1 at the big shadow horror.
Nice.
For the first hunter, 25 to hit.
That hits.
Second hunter, 13 to hit.
Misses.
Big guy, 12 to hit.
That misses.
So 1 hit for 11.
Okay. This one right next to you.
And that'll be it.
Whoa! Jackie.
Oh.
Am I getting skipped somewhere?
Oh yeah.
Oh, we might have. Let me look
Griff's
here.
not on there.
Oh, you're not on the initiative for some reason. Let me put you on. See where you would have been. Like, I think I was skipping. Nope, just didn't get on there.
I was like, did his just get 2 turns? I think he did. I'm really confused.
Yes, Griff, you go before Hist. So
I think what happened was that
so I think you need 2 turns.
I think what happened was that when we were taking off the
Spirit Guardians.
Spirit Guardians, we
Spirit
took you
Guardians,
off. Yeah,
it took me off the.
yeah. You have to. They needed because I group when you do that. We have to ungroup and then.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
take your 2 turns because you need them.
Okay. My first turn would have been heading over towards asphalt. I could only get that far. And I would have done a spell on that one. I have to scroll up higher.
It should have been 1 turn, by the way, because I started the round.
Griff should have started the round. So that's why they get 2.
It would have been a 14 to hit.
14 will miss the hunter.
And that would have been that. And then the next turn, I would have gotten up to it and attack it.
Nice.
And would I get flanking with asphalt?
Yeah.
And that would be 27 on the first hit.
That hits.
And 26 on the second one.
Nice.
So that's 8 plus 9 bludgeoning.
That hit kills it.
Okay. And then where to go? 2d8. 2d8. Where is it? I would, on one of those hits, probably the first one, I would have used Spirit Surge. So, Asphalt, you get 5 healing points.
Oh yay! Thanks.
Every little bit counts. And that would have been it.
All right. Very good. Now we go to Willow.
And yeah, so Matt, just so you know, Willow does start this combat because in the last combat, it was Griff and then Hist. And then
I was
it supposed to be
going.
my turn.
I was going by. I wasn't going by that. I was going by Hist did the role that started the combat, and then next
Cool.
in initiative is Griff.
Okay, so we are doing it like last week. Okay.
Yeah, I did just a little differently, but I get why you thought the other way. Yeah, go ahead.
All right. Okay, so looking at the map, what I'm gonna do is I will can't go anywhere. So I will take my arm, kind of just extend out my arm a little bit, and I'm gonna cast a I'll cast Shillelagh on my hand since I'm made of wood, and that's a feature of mine.
Very cool.
And so I am going to slap the shadow.
Let's go.
which is, I think, with advantage.
If it's correct, if I'm looking at it right.
Yeah, you're flanking.
23 to hit.
That hits.
All right, it's 9 bludgeoning. Okay, and as far as so yeah, is Shillelagh a bonus action or an action? Because it says bonus action, but
It's a bonus action to activate Shillelagh. And then you
action
use
to
your
attack.
action to hit.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. All right, so in that case, I
Oh, I can't go anywhere, can I?
So, did you hit that? Did you do damage?
yeah, I hit.
The 9. Okay, there we go. Perfect.
And ooh, this is bad. Oh well.
Let's just stay there.
Very
That's all.
cool. You got it. In that case, we go to the hunter that's by Hist. It begins, open its jaws. One mouth and then another mouth comes out. Here for 17. And then 11.
Both those will miss.
All right. And the horror. Okay, that doesn't recharge. So looks at you as you had hit it, opens its mouth wide, Willow, and goes to take a bite. For 24 to hit.
Oh, come on. You like salad? All right, fine. That's fine.
That
Fine.
is 14 piercing damage.
All right.
It's going to take its claw. Going for 16 to hit.
That misses.
And then a 12, so both miss. So we go to Bjorg.
All right, swinging at the big thing with my sword. Oops. For a 22 to hit,
That'll hit.
for 11 points of piercing, plus an additional 18 for sneak attack.
Ooh.
Using the nicked action, going to swing at it with my dagger
Nice.
for a 23 to hit,
That hits.
for an additional 1 point of damage. And that will be my turn.
Very good. Then Asphalt.
I'm gonna calm down here and flank with Hist, and I'm gonna swing. For a natural 20.
Nice.
13 bludgeoning
Nice.
plus 17 thunder.
Ooh.
And then I will bonus action, call on Cliffhanger, and swing again.
So it's a total of 30 damage on this hunter. Jeez. How do you want to kill it?
Oh, okay. It explodes.
Nice.
Okay.
Asphalt, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah! Ah! I'm a Viking. And, bonus action. Okay, what can I do with it then instead of doing that? Let's see. Apparently nothing. Oh, I will healing word myself. And that's it. Oh, I guess I'll start moving. So I moved. Okay, I'll go right here. Okay, that's it.
Yes. Hist.
All right. I am going to sorry, my sheet's not loading now. I don't know what's happening. Okay, so since I can't see it, I am just going to attack with a scorching 3 scorching rays at the one guy left at the Shadow Horror. 25 hits,
Yes.
28,
Yeah.
and 13.
All right.
So it's 2 hits and a miss.
I'll hit.
Oh, 13 hits?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. First one is 9 damage. Second one's 10. Third one is 7. So that's a total of 26 fire damage.
Very nice. It's burning and screaming.
And that'll be it for me.
Right. Then Griff.
5, 10, 15 ish. I'm going to attack this man's. 17,
That hits.
and then another 17.
Both hit.
That's gonna be an 11 plus a 5, and then six radiant.
Nice.
Right. That's 12 radiant. Cutting through the shadow. How do you want to kill it?
I think what's gonna happen is that he's just going to smack it once good across the face. The lash just like swiping through it as like its like form kind of like goes like askew as it dissipates.
Nice.
Oh.
And it's gone. So with that, what would you all like to do?
Ist, why'd you mess it up?
Oh, that was an accident. Funnily enough, I actually forgot. I actually should have had advantage on that. I just have the static advantage in Arcana. I could try. I think I got it this time. Still not working. I'm just gonna try again on the other ones.
Okay, be really careful this time. And Asphalt's looking over Hist's shoulder.
But 16 plus 9, 25.
25. Very good.
And then there's one more, right?
Correct.
Then that is 22.
All right. And with that, the runes finally. And between your asphalt, the ground begins to heal. Whatever rift was open seems to go. And asphalt. This is not good.
What?
Wait, what do you mean? We came here to do something good.
Well, it's fault, I know. But well, something is wrong from our circle.
Did Hist mess it up again?
No. But
Oh, you mean our circle. The Druid Circle.
yes, this was done with a piece of me.
What?
I'm missing my center heraldry, and they used it to cut these stones. It is the only thing that could have done it.
We have to find it.
Indeed. But you may need to rest. You look awful.
Oh, yeah, I feel like shit. Yeah.
And that's what talks to their sword. The thing moves.
Asphalt, are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Asphalt looks at you, missing a bunch of teeth, blood pouring out of her nose.
No, I mean you're talking to your sword, your axe. Yeah, it's an axe, isn't it?
Well, it's a sword and a
Okay.
rock.
Oh, sword. I don't know why I thought it was an axe. I'm an idiot. You're talking to your sword.
Oh, I forgot there were other people around. Shit.
Wait, is your sword sentient? Can
well,
it speak?
When it likes to, yeah. It was really only a legend. It doesn't really like to talk very much, but Hist helped me, and he's been talking ever since. His accent is really strange.
It was quite a weird experience.
As long as you're being careful. I've heard tales of, well, things that can speak to you and have you do terrible things.
Cliffhanger would never.
Oh, of course I don't think Cliffhanger would make you do terrible things. You're much too perceptive and kind for that.
But Cliffhanger told me something.
What?
Cliffhanger said that a piece of it was used to make these runes. How could that be?
Maybe it's chipped inside the rock. Huh.
Cliffhanger's been broken for who knows how long. We didn't even know.
There's no way to know for sure. It's just a guess. Could just be that the stone that it's in is also from this area.
I want to find it. That piece.
Could I use detect magic and just kind of on Cliffhanger and like around me to see for like the similar energy?
I like
magical energy.
Indeed. Use that to your let go. And you, excuse me, look, and you can see that Cliffhanger has this brilliant, verdant glow. And on some of the writings that you've now destroyed, you can just see what's left of it, feeling the similar energy. And it's very faint. You can't really track it, but you can get a general direction here from the sheltering wood where you think it might have gone.
I'll show this is asphalt. What do you want to do about it?
I want to go check it out. I have to walk a righteous path, but I understand if you guys don't want to come with me. I mean, we're all pretty beaten up.
Yeah. This was carved some time ago, so it's just sort of the direction where it went. It's not necessarily something that would...
Oh, never mind. It's not urgent. It's not pressing. I'll file it away in my mind for the future.
I mean, you might want to do it after getting a long rest. Otherwise, you could rest if you need to. That's the...
Are you sure it's not pressing, asshole? It seems a little pressing.
General question for the GM. Alvis is around still in our village, or has Alvis
He's still
gone?
around.
Okay, cool.
Well, I suppose my next thought would be maybe next time we're at the village, I'll check in with Alvis and see if he knows anything about these runes or what happened to Cliffhanger.
Well, I say we finish cleaning up here and get some rest. Whether that's here or back at the village, that's my suggestion.
Right, absolutely. Aye, aye. Do we have to check in with the elves?
So as you are kind of taking your breaths here, you do find that the ones you've been talking to then come and all the horrors have died. You've cleansed the place.
We have? I mean, we have.
Indeed. And he kind of gives you a bow. We will be with you. We will send warriors as we need, or as we can, to aid you. And we will survive this winter together. And now, you will have 5 elves to join your military forces.
Oh, yeah.
And every week, you'll get an additional 5.
Woohoo!
So now we have 201 warriors.
Yes. With that, as you return to the village, We'll go ahead and take our break. Alrighty. Coming on back.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. It's me.
So you were able, after this, come with the 5 recruits, and in general, more elves are seen in the village. Various training is shared. And generally, everyone is happy. There's some who even feel like there could be hope. But none would speak it for fear of cursing the village. So, as you come back, what would you like to do? Reminder, we can do some downtime. You do have a ruined armament. You have ruined towers. And other things to take care of.
I don't know about you guys, but I think we should repair the watchtowers.
I agree with that.
Because even though they went down, they were pretty much the first line of defense. But the question is, do we have the materials to repair them?
Indeed. Let's see what you have on your stuff. You see here. All right, so you can repair damaged fortification with 100 pounds of timber or iron in 1 week of downtime. So R7, this woodland spike pit, you did, upon investigation, you saw that during the raid, the monsters simply drove each other into the spiked pit in order to fill it up so that others could pass. And so it is filled with monster corpses.
I say we burn them and respike the pit.
Sounds good.
The other destroyed, I think, RF1 was. I think RF4.
And then cover it to make it look like it's natural terrain so that they don't see it.
Okay, here we go. Robin, can you share the screen again?
Yes, 1 second. Sharing.
Perfect. All right. So yeah. So the monsters had breached RF1, RF4, and RF7. And so for those who had missed it, what you had learned is that the attacks happen in waves, and each wave picks a lane. And then if that wave defeats a Fortiment, the next round they will attack again onto the next one. So it is possible to have monsters in all 3 lanes. Just as a note. So you're talking about fixing the spike pit this week? Is that correct?
Yeah. At least I am.
Yes.
All right. Is that a vote for the group's downtime?
Sure, works for me.
All right. Any objections?
Nope.
Nope.
All right. Then go ahead and mark off the resources.
100 pounds of timber or ore. We can choose.
Yeah.
How much do we have of each?
575 timber, 545 ore.
I say go with the ore.
No objection from me.
All right, and I have cleared the RF7X. So, everyone to give me a scene of your character helping fix the pit, please. Since it is the group's downtime.
I think since we're burning the bodies, I think Griff would ask if Hiss wants to do the honors of lighting them on fire.
This would burn the bodies.
As a resident pyro.
Very nice. So you let them in, they burn over the course of the week. Bits of corruption and darkness being cleared.
While that's happening, Bjork will help get the spikes ready. And she will suggest to Asphalt and Willow to help with the tarp that's going to cover it, and once it's covered, help to make it look like natural terrain. So that it's a hidden pit.
Very nice. Okay, so you work on that, keeping it so that it's a little bit more, it's more hidden, more dangerous as you make sure you let everyone know not to go near it.
Histos start the fires to burn the bodies and also use mold earth and things like that to just kind of refortify the pit itself and the spikes, make
Nice.
them more dense, things like that.
Very good. Anything else? What's Willow doing?
Willow is going to it's a little confusing to me because I don't know what the spike trap looks like.
So it's mostly a large pit that spikes at the bottom. They've been clearing it out because of all the monster bodies that made it ineffective.
Okay.
So they burned that and began starting new. So I don't think new spikes have been put in yet.
Okay. So then she will use her earth abilities to grow some wooden spikes.
Nice. Yeah, I like that. So she's doing raising them up. Like asphalt, or something?
I'm gonna do like Bjork suggested. I'll camouflage the tarp, so I'll put
Okay.
rocks and stuff on the edges to hold it in place, and then sprinkle some dirt along the top so it just looks like a continuation of the road.
Nice.
Do we still have our upgrade to it?
Yes.
Okay. Perfect.
When you repair it, you repair it with the upgrade. All right. And what are things you'd like? Anything you want to do together?
I'm gonna go check on Mildreth and Gondol, see how they're doing.
Okay. Gondol here is doing a few repairs from the raid to her home, but everything is okay. She's been managing things and having some help as need be, getting things together. With the rise in the moon cycle, she herself has mostly locked out and closed the bar and been doing her meditations throughout the cycle. And Mildreth, she had left you a note that she, after your expeditions, has gone back to the home she was in. She writes to you that everything's there and you are gone much of the time. Hoping to have the companionship I get with breaking. God, I'm so lonely. But it's good to know I have a place to come to. That's kind of the note you receive. As you check in on her, she does seem to be keeping things together and is now doing quite, you think maybe 4 more weeks, 5 possibly, right when winter becomes at its height and most dangerous. That's when she expects to see the child.
Okay, and I'll relay all of this to the group when I see them again. Asphalt,
Yeah, Bjork?
have you talked to Alvarez yet?
Not yet. You're right, I should. I don't know, I guess I was a little nervous.
Oh, don't be nervous. I'm sure he'd be more than happy to answer your questions.
You want to come with me?
Sure, I'll come with you. I'll be there for moral support.
Okay. I'll go to Alvis's.
I'm going with her.
Very good. Going to Alvis, you find that he has put himself with his daughters, and they are locked in for the winter. You can see many reinforcements, along with a quick escape if they have to. So apart from the villagers, and they seem to have some of their own armaments, trying to hopefully encourage things not to come near. You give a knock. He opens. Oi! Well, welcome. Yes, sirs. Happy to have you.
Hello, Alvis and daughters. We come on, well, I guess professional business, but also some personal business, maybe. May we come in to speak with you?
I've kind of looks around. Of course. And, would you all get some tea on? They nod and begin preparing as make thistle tea and sit down.
Alvis, are you aware of that strange runic circle in the middle of the sheltering wood?
Looks about it. I've heard of it. Yeah. But the elves always said never to go near it, so I didn't. Didn't want to upset anything.
That was very smart of you. We are less smart, but we took care of it after messing it up a couple seasons ago. Well, so I have Cliffhanger here. Alvis is a Cliffhanger. I'm Cliffhanger Alvis. Well, Cliffhanger says that a piece of it was used to make that circle. And, well, that can't be right, but it's not right, you know? That's wrong.
Kind of smiles as he kind of recognizes the blade and kind of closes his eyes and touches it as you kind of hear echoing in your heads. Is that right, old one? And he answers, sort of. It seems that there was some changing of the runes that is much more recent than their original making. And that, I believe, was done with a piece of me. God.
And I'm so far from my people. You're the only other stone raiser I know here. And I was wondering if you knew anything about that. Who might have a piece of Cliffhanger? Who would have the power to do that? To use it to make runes?
Kind of thinks. Where did you find your blade?
What? At the top of the... I don't know how to say this word. I'm gonna find it. But I won't know how to pronounce it. Those mountains that start with an N. Up north. I'm gonna find it. Najuka? Is that right?
Go with it. Go. Kind of just sort of nods. I've heard rumors of a lot going on up there. I didn't realize that Stone Razor was hurt. Just sort of grows kind of concerned. And you want to know who this might be.
Yeah. I mean, who even knows about Cliffhanger?
They were the guardians of such knowledge, but they were murdered. I'm surprised you knew where to get it. There is a woman who I saw walking away the night the Keepers of the Secrets were killed. I was on my way to protect the tree, and Her name is Blodvidra Kogrum. She found secrets. She's very old.
Thank you.
She is known by those who did not know her politely as the Hollow Thorn.
Sounds sad.
Her tale of the things that you were all fighting. It sounds like things she might have called out. In some of our more vicious battles, we made use of her skills. It being damaged, she would either be known or be responsible for it. She might be the one attacking the wood, and it would make sense. She was always jealous of the elves, talking about harvesting their blood and spirit to elongate life. Though I'm fairly sure she has left the living long ago. But of course is here still. She made an offer to me once for immortality. I couldn't be certain, but I suspect she became a blood drinker long ago.
Oh.
And if that's true, she might be using a piece of your sword to fuel her rights. But more powerful and make more, for all I know. She always talked about making her own clan.
A clan of blood drinkers?
She nods.
Thank you, Elvis. This is actually really helpful. I appreciate it.
Anything I can do.
Do you know where she was last residing? Where we might be able to find the piece?
She had carved out an area in the shadow of some of the mountains. It once was known as the Gran Skutta, the Green Rand.
Do we know what that is?
Not overly, but as he kind of describes like the foothills of the mountains, you get an idea.
Okay. Well, Asphalt, sounds like we might be taking a trip to the mountains.
Boy, sounds like it. Okay, I guess we'll let the others know.
Yeah, and she looks over your sword. You're missing the heart splinter. The legend says that the heroes pierced Gormajog's chest. And the arrow that pierced it was split up. A piece of it forged into Stonerazor.
Wow.
That missing, she could be up to all types of things. Get it and reforge, and it would be good. I would like to be whole again. That's fault.
Of course. I'm gonna do my very best. And Alvis, I just want you to know what happened with the tree and your ring. We really let you down, and that's a burden I'll carry for a long time. But burdens make you stronger. The more you carry, the stronger you are. And nothing like that's ever going to happen again, okay?
Either way, there's no reason for us to be here after the winter. My tree is gone. All of our history.
I promise to see you and your family through the winter.
Nuts. Can't
Not
ask
all-
for much more.
Not all of your history is gone. We still have you. You still have your daughters. You can write this down.
For what?
To be handed down through the generations so people know of their heritage.
Nod.
You tell me, I'll remember it for you. I don't really age.
I see. He starts to take all of you out, and as he does, leans down to Asphalt. Now, if you were interested in taking one of my daughters into your family,
Whoa,
that would
hey.
change things.
Oh my god, okay. Sorry, I think I'm being called for dinner. I gotta go.
Put a
Bye.
strong hand. I know you're young, but think about it. It would keep our circle strong and let you go.
Okay, whatever you say, Elvis, I'll think about it. Oh, okay, bye.
You okay, Asphalt?
Yeah. Elvis is just so cool, and I don't know, I don't want to let him down.
Stay strong, Asphalt. You're doing great. You're not going to let him down.
Okay.
Right. Any other RP notes? All right. In that case, we will move along as we come into the third week of winter. Here. And Ornolf has agreed, as asked to meet all of you. In fact, we're going to chase you down. Coming forward and has grown happy as he is wont to. The smile on his face. He goes, health and happiness, there, Hairsares.
Health and happiness to you.
Well, today is a good day. Our scouts have returned from the woods and the surrounding plains, and I report to you that an army from Hrist has reinforced Runeheim, and both Hosford and Summerhelm have sent forces out to burn monster nests. And I suspect we have a moment of peace on our hands. If you have business to attend to outside the village, I recommend you take this brief reprieve to travel. A trophy from afar might renew our warriors' fighting spirit.
Well, that's nice.
Well, Asphalt, it sounds like now would be a good time.
Wait, I was writing notes. I'm so sorry. Repeat that.
We have free time.
Oh. Sick.
And can leave freely.
Well. Okay. I think whoever has been messing with the sheltering wood and making those runes and corrupting things with that energy that consumes and eats and stuff. I think that we can find her in the mountains somewhere at this place. Green Skirther. You guys know it. Do any of you have any experience with vampires?
I know of them, but I've never seen one myself.
Me either.
Me either.
I've heard stories.
I didn't think they came up north so far into Valika. But I think this woman might be one. That's what Alvis said. A blood drinker. Oh, and I also tell everybody about the spear that killed Gormadrog, and that piece was split, and this is a piece of it forged into it. Then she has it, and that would be so bad if this really powerful relic was in the hands of somebody who did like scary blood magic stuff.
So we should go find it then.
I think so.
And it also sounds to me that this might fulfill the section of great item of renown that would, what's the word I'm looking for? I don't know the word. I have it. It's in my head. To raise the spirits of our clan.
Well, I say let's go find it. Anybody disagree?
Nope.
All right. I know it's a little quiet.
And we got a long rest, correct?
Yes, you've had a long rest at this point.
Willow?
Ooh, celebration.
Yes, Asphalt.
Well, another name for this lady is the Hollow Thorn. Have you ever heard of somebody called that?
Have I?
Give me a history check.
Ten.
10. I would say you have just excuse me. You have just heard rumors of someone who was supposed to have been a friend of the forest once, but long has left that. And the name Hallowthorn refers to they no longer use the power of nature through their veins.
I mention it.
Yeah. The more I learn about her, the more I feel like she's bad news.
I'm not sure if she's good or bad. Just definitely not natural. Any more than vampires are good or bad.
Nope, all vampires are evil. In this world.
Willow stands by what she said.
Willow sits there being wrong.
Willow is a plant and doesn't give a damn about blood drinkers.
Anything anybody wants to do before we leave?
Yes. I want to meet your chief.
I would like to see if I can make some holy water.
Very nice.
Before we leave.
Yeah, with your stuff, you can definitely gather that. You can describe the details.
How much do you think I could make before we leave?
Depends. You have the week. How many days are you taking to prep here?
There's 2, 4, 5 of us. I would say five out of the 7 days. Is a general week. Because then we could each have a thing of holy water.
Okay. So then you'd be beginning your trek with 2 days before the weekends.
If that works out for everybody.
It's up to you.
Yeah, I don't mind. And it gives us time to introduce Willow to the chief.
Okie dokie, okie dokie. then all of you can have a vial of holy water.
Very nice.
Or flask. Well, whatever it is these days.
Very good. And do you go for the introduction to Chief Raffin?
Willow will.
Take. Then Raffensheim introduce these. Size. So new to your group then, Herr says. Seems like she has been a great warrior indeed.
Yes, Willow has been absolutely instrumental, and I recommend a full promotion to Herserhood.
Right. Well, if you would accept that.
What is that entail?
He tells you. What do you say?
Does it mean I would have to stay here after the war?
Those. Well, Ian Valaka, you may go as you please if you wish to resign after, whatever time works. Her serves.
All right. Then that will work just fine. I plan to grow some small plants in the clan.
Nods. That sounds as good as great warriors should.
Very good. And as I've already told the others, I am your ally because we have a common enemy, and I will aid your clan during the Winter War.
Very well. Let us be glorious and find what we need.
Good. No. Yeah, I think Willow will go.
Very good. All right. What else? Anything else?
I'm good.
I'm good as well.
Very good. In that case, having your holy water good and ready to go. Anything as you head on out? I'm gonna give your flavors and the RP here. Give our visuals.
So Hist at this point is probably I'm not that worried considering he doesn't have blood. But he is noticeably like he's still in his big like kind of like pelt armor almost, but now he just has a hood instead of a mask because of the change of his face shape. It doesn't fit anymore.
What were you saying? I'm sorry.
I was just saying he has a hood now, but no mask because the mask no longer fits ever since the change of his face shape.
Gotcha. So now you just have the hood over your draconic features.
Yeah.
Nice. All right. In that case, you begin to. All right. So that's how Hiss is looking, heading out of Ragval, going towards the wood, clearing it and moving into the mountain below and above, deep into the dark wood, far away from Ragval. Beginning your quest for Bloodvidra. Now, yourselves, what is it you wish to do? What other things do we see as you make your way to the dark wood?
I think Asphalt is feeling really determined. So I think she's probably either leading or at the front with whoever's leading. And she's huffing and puffing, but I mean, she's used to the dark and the cold.
Everybody else?
I think as we kind of like set out on just like we reach kind of like the edge of what is quote unquote our lands, Griff is going to kind of like stop and say a prayer and whatnot of that we are going that those who came before us to watch over us as we set off into like the dark unknown to face vampires apparently.
As we're walking through the village on our way out, I remind all of my clan, I say, stay strong, my family, we shall return.
Hell. And many are very uplifted by the fact that all of you are going out into the wood to give everyone glory even in winter. Anything for Willow?
Not really sure, to be honest with you. I'm really kind of struggling to find a connection, so I'm gonna just kind of.
Okay, help me out because we need everyone in the game.
I know.
So what's going on?
I don't know. I feel kind of uninvested right now. Like, I don't know. It's probably just some new character stuff that I got to figure out. And
Okay.
but yeah.
She's not sure if you're like, so she's not overly interested in Asphalt and helping with that.
Oh no, I think she is. I as a player, I'm trying to find that connection, and so I can.
Okay.
Yeah, just for now, I'm just kind of gonna listen
Fair
in.
enough. All right. You move and find the night. Of course, it is cold here. The wind is worse than it has ever been. It is chill. And you all remember, even when you came to Regval, you comforted. And no need to do things like this. You have your fire and you have the darkness. And as you sit and make this camp, you hear a voice from a dark corner, barely in the corner of your vision. My most noble and strong-hearted warriors. What do you want to do?
Show yourself.
The figure comes from the darkness. It is a tall, pale-skinned human woman in a black dress that twinkles and is like the night sky, shrouded in a fur-lined cloak, so black that it's unclear where her long, black hair ends and her garb begins. Her eyelids are decorated with gold, and a deep blue iris surrounds a blue-red pupil. A thin smile spreads across her pale face. It is good to see you again. Her voice now echoes from deep within your head, sourceless and omnipresent.
We do not recognize you. What do you mean again?
Of course. Yuvala can see blood and flesh, but not intent. That's fine. But you are great warriors indeed. Oh, I see now. The one whom I dealt with is no longer among you. I do hope you have his heart and his courage.
Who is that? Is that Cole?
Asphalt's whispering to her friends.
I didn't think so.
towards Corgana.
I was only thinking of dead people.
Who are you?
Someone wants to help you. Give your power. You've felt what the winter brings you. You
But at what
value
price?
strength, of course. Yes.
But at what
Power.
price do you give this power?
Mm. Hmm. She pauses. Of course. Griff the Wise. You know the rules. I will gift you with what you need for all of Ragval to survive. And in return, you need only pay one soul from Ragval up to me at sunset on the last day of winter, for me to do with as I please for all eternity. Do this. You will have what you need. I can give the power to make a mortal's blood freeze to ice. Or I can give you the power of deception. Illusions. Instead of a village, your attackers would see a mountain of fire, or an army of thousands, or a cavernous abyss, and it doesn't have to stop there, my friends. You are powerful, strength of arms, of course, but you are also leaders. You need your people to love you or fear you. You could hold their hearts, their joys, their hearts in the palm of your hands, and none would ever turn on you. Name what I have offered. She puts her very delicate hand forward. Let's make our deal, my friends.
Griff, don't do it.
I know what Grip is thinking. What is everybody else thinking?
No.
Asphalt also thinks no.
Willow thinks this might be worth it. Save the clan.
He just doesn't really care. He's more intrigued to see what everyone else thinks.
Griff is thinking no. He doesn't think that that even if the clan we all die at the end of winter, to give up a single soul from our clan to be given to some creature for all of eternity, it's not worth it.
Will is also thinking how quickly Hist was to kill off those 4 beautiful plants earlier, all in the name of the good of the battle. It doesn't really differentiate plants from people.
Bjorg is thinking no, because she's asking for 1 soul now, but who's to say she won't come back for more? Keep demanding.
Ouch. Hiccup.
Even one of you I could give a power to.
We live in a unpredictable, ever-changing world. But the only thing that's true, that's always true, is that death is coming. That's what my people teach our people.
Asphalt looks to Griff.
Death is inevitable. You're unnatural.
Unnatural. No. I predate nature. It comes from me as much as it comes from anything.
Insight check.
Sure.
$27.
You sense no deception.
I think she has a point.
At this point, Griff, because you have been chasing this down the whole campaign, seeing this aspect, you know what and who you are staring at.
I do?
Indeed. This entity's name is Venom. The archdemon of deception.
Ooh!
My eye is twitching!
So this is not Blithethra.
No.
She does. But yeah, you sense this, and she looks at you, Asphalt, and for a moment, you swear you see Kiersey's face. You hear in your head, Doji, you've talked to me before.
Is this a name that we always pronounce differently than you?
Yeah.
Okay. This is the one that I have written down as Sari.
Sari, yeah, sorry. We always mess that up.
Got it.
Son of a gun. Get out of our clan, deceiver.
She has her hand out. She looks at all of you as she slowly begins to take it out. Take it back. Very slowly, as if waiting for someone to grab it.
Willow wants to.
Going further back.
From a player perspective, from me, Willow can do whatever she wants, right? It'll be a good story. If that's what you're waiting for, Jackie, is permission. I can vote to give you permission on my end.
I think the only thing Griff would do, because I feel like Griff believes very much in like the free will of things, but he would be straight with you that this would be giving yourself to something older than old is like time and life itself, and you will be giving yourself to something inherently dark.
If you're saying that to Jackie had to restart. So
I did not see it. Yeah.
Oh no. But yes, this is where all of Jackie's conspiracy theories were true. He was like, "There's something wrong. There's something wrong with that." Mm-hmm.
I knew there was an archdemon among us. I knew it.
Yes, Molly's like something. Okay, we paused. So, Jackie, so we didn't do anything while you were disconnected.
Oh, okay.
So, Jackie.
Hello? Wait, can
Hi.
Can you hear?
If Willow is thinking about doing this, like if you kind of start reaching your hand out, Grip would kind of like go between you, kind of thing. That he is the like this is your conscience kind of voice of reason moment. He would basically just kind of tell you that like this can be your choice, but there is a reason why they call them archdemons. There is a reason why they continue to reach out their influence into the world on both sides, archdemons, archseraphs, but you will be giving who you are over to something that is inherently dark, and that if it means protecting that soul for our clan, if we will do it, or at least Griff will. But if you believe you need this power, that's your choice. And he won't stop you.
All right. And, well, based on my rolls and based on a couple of things from the battle, I mean, she's going to try. She's going to try to take the hand. I think she would.
All right. So, hand wraps around hers. And she smiles. Very good. One soul from Ragfall. And you see tendrils of darkness flow in and around Willow. So, Willow, you now can cast Minor Illusion at will. And you may have one of the following. Blood Chilling Grasp, which lets you cast Hold Monster without expending a spell slot. Doesn't require concentration when cast in this way. And a creature paralyzed by it takes 4d6 cold damage whenever it fails a saving throw against the spell. Okay. That's once per long rest. Or you may have Maven of Heartstrings, and you can cast Glibness without expending a spell slot. You must complete a long rest before you do so again. And then lastly, last choice is Virtuoso of Illusions. You can cast the following illusion spells without expending a spell slot: Creation, Hallucinatory Terrain, or Mislead. Once you cast these spells 3 times in any combination, you can't do so again until you complete a long rest.
Oh, okay.
And creatures have disadvantage on saving throws to resist your illusions. And intelligence investigation checks to see through them are at disadvantage as well. So you get your choice: Blood Chilling Grasp, Maven of Heartstrings, or Virtuoso of Illusions.
Okay. I was just looking up what glibness was.
Glibness, yeah.
Okay. I think based on Willow's character, I think she would probably take the last one of the 3.
Okay, Virtuoso of Illusions.
Yeah.
Very good. Let me do us. Put over in loot. There it is.
All right.
You all see the shadows bind, and undoubtedly you feel true power coming from Willow. And she waves her hand once more. Any other takers? Then she pouts. She gazes off at the horizon. I hear your village is at peace. That is good for them. Yet surely such tranquility will not last. Even I can't hold creatures that lurk in the darkness at bay. Not unless you become a conduit for my power. But we shall see if you make it to Winter's End. I have high hopes for you, Willow. And the rest of you, we'll see. She begins walking back into the shadows.
What have you done?
What'd you say, Asphalt?
Willow, what have you done?
Oh, I didn't hear you.
I didn't either.
Oh boy.
I am fulfilling my deal.
What deal?
To win this war.
I think that's our enemy in the war.
No. Our enemy is the Raiders.
And how do you know at some point she won't be one of them?
Well, on that day, we will cross that day.
It's just as I said too. When it comes at the end of winter, where she will demand the soul that she wants, that's something we'll have to come to at the end of winter.
Of course. At the end of winter. I am surprised. The rest of you did not take the deal.
Why would we take the deal? Why would we offer up a soul?
Because.
And again, as I stated, she says one now, but who's to say she won't be coming back demanding for more? Someone's soul is not worth that.
This is like Asphalt said. Everyone dies.
Yes, and it should be on their own terms. We shouldn't be sacrificing someone.
Isn't that what war is?
We're not making the decision for them. You just made a decision for someone.
Just like we made the decision for those we have killed before.
No, they made a decision to attack. We made the decision to defend ourselves. You just offered up someone as a sacrifice. There is a difference.
Have you never attacked someone, Bjork?
Nope, not willingly. I only attack to defend myself.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
How much lumber have your people taken from the woods?
Enough to survive.
Good. But you made the decision for them.
I didn't make a decision for anything. I made a decision to protect my warriors, my hunters.
Then we are agreed.
I didn't attack anything. I made a decision to protect. That's what I did.
You have
Yellow
never
means
attacked?
the trees.
Yes. I do mean the trees.
I have not attacked any trees. Now, if one were to attack me, yes, I would fight back.
But you are a hairsayer. Have you never made a call about timber?
We always discuss what we're going to do. I've not made a single decision on my own, except to protect myself.
Does that make it good or wrong?
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm
Nor
saying
am I.
war is wrong, and I'm not saying I'm right or wrong, but if it's going to be my life or someone else's, I prefer to live. I'm making a choice to defend myself so I can live.
As am I.
And what makes you think that sacrificing someone so you can live is right?
The same thing that tells you it is right to kill the woods, even if it just keeps you alive.
I never said it was right to kill the woods.
But that is what I am saying. We are talking in circles.
You're right. This is like a conversation I had with Corgana, and I am not going to have another Corgana on my hands. So you can do what you want to do. I am glad that you're willing to help us, but just know that I no longer trust you.
That is good.
All right. With that, we will end for tonight.
Bye, everyone.
Mm.